cardio routine done for the morning. We've decided to switch up cardio because my recovery from cardio was getting really, really bad. We were on 65 minutes of cardio 5 times a week with 20 minutes of HIIT 5 times a week as well. What I was doing is splitting both of them in half. So I was doing 35 minutes in the morning with 10 minutes of HIIT, and then 30 minutes of cardio, 10 minutes of HIIT in the evening. And my recovery was just so bad. Like, my legs were super inflamed. I was really, really tired. Like, I didn't want to, like, I physically couldn't do anymore. Like, I couldn't do anymore. So I decided to have 2 rest days back to back, no cardio, no training, which is what I have each week anyway. But I just decided to put them back to back. And I actually lost 1 kilo and 1.3 kilos. We decided to just hold a little bit back off cardio, not completely cut it out. We're still doing cardio. We're actually increasing cardio, but we're just decreasing the intensity. So what we're doing is now switching to the treadmill. I was on cross trainer and then doing sprints on the treadmill. So now we're switching to treadmill, 45 minutes in the morning, 45 minutes in the evening, incline walk. The intensity is a lot less, especially being on a cross trainer. A cross trainer is a lot of impact on the knees, impact on the legs, and then HIIT cardio sprints is definitely a lot of impact on the legs. So we kind of decreased that just to make sure that we were not hindering my recovery, because then me having my recovery not as good, then trying to train, then trying to do everything else is making me stressed, which is making me hold on to body fat and all that type of thing. So we want to try and make sure that we're optimal with our body fat loss, pretty much. So that's the update for this week. Today is, oh my God, I can't remember the date, Friday. Yesterday, he sent me that check-in, and that was yesterday's check-in, which was Thursday. So I check in on a Monday and a Thursday. I'm gonna shower, I'm sweaty, and then I'm gonna have some breakfast. I just went into the kitchen to get some water because I didn't even take my water downstairs. I don't know why. I literally just got out of bed and just went to do cardio just to get it over and done with. And I like having ice in my water, and I left the freezer open for 45 minutes whilst I was downstairs. Like, I can tell I'm getting prep brain like hugely now. Don't tell Max. Cheers. My coffee cup says, squeeze the day. Like a lemon, lucky because it's yellow, you know, so. I hope you guys are doing well. This is a very big representation of how I'm feeling right now. Big cup of coffee. Tired as fuck, I'm not gonna lie. And we're getting ready to check in. So I've done my check-ins, done my videos, done my photos, all that type of thing. I'll put them on the screen for you now. I'm actually very, very happy with the way that I'm looking, because I won't lie, the last few weeks have been tough, or the last few days have been very, very tough energy-wise, and my weight has just been very, very steady this entire prep, this entire process. It's been very, very kind of like baseline. We did obviously start our prep way heavier than obviously what we were previously and all that type of thing, which is fine, absolutely fine to do so. We're actually aiming to be a little bit heavier on stage this year, I think, so that's going to be interesting to see what we actually get down to. My stage weight last year was 61 kilos. I'm currently 60 from this morning, 67.7. Lowest I've been this prep so far. I am interested to see where we'll land. We think we're going to kind of be around the 64, 63 area. I'm currently not 6 weeks out, just under 6 weeks out. I was kind of a little bit in my feels this week because energy was low, body was recovering well, but not as well. I was a little bit fatigued, watery from stress, a lot of things, and obviously then this morning I'm actually feeling really tight and feeling really good, which is great. But I had a look at my photos from 6 weeks out last time versus 6 weeks out this time, and the difference, I'm actually very, very happy with this personally, so I'm going to put them on the screen for you now, but the difference, I was shocked. So I was really, really, really pleasantly surprised with the amount of mass I've managed to build within my kind of off-season that I've had, and I feel really good about it. So I think This is going to be a very, very different physique to what we're used to. I usually come in very, very lean, and like I've said in previous videos before, I always tend to not hold my muscle mass in my legs. My legs start to look very stringy because I'm quite tall as well. I'm 5'8". I need to hold a little bit more muscle mass going up against the other shorter girls where they're a little bit more compact. So I need to have that mass, and I usually never can maintain it. So I think I've done very well this year so far. So I'm very excited. We've still got another 6 weeks to go as well, which is exciting. I'm just about to check in now, and this is what I kind of do every morning. This is what the check-in kind of looks like. So this is the Team Elite Physique page. Look, I'm there right under Ashley, which is absolutely nuts. So we go to dashboard. We go into the kind of like check-in services bit. Check in. Then it comes up with like all my measurements, everything that I've kind of been doing the last however like many years, months, whatever. We've actually been together over 2 years now, which is absolutely mental. And then I go to new check-in, add new check-in photos. So I put in my weight, which was 67.7 this morning. My hip measurements this morning were just under 37 inches, which my glutes started off at like 41. I hold a lot of my body fat in my lower half. I always have, I always will. We started off at 41 inches on my hips back in like May time, and now we are just under 37 inches, which is great to see the difference. My waist measurement this morning was a little bit tighter than what it usually was, so it was 23.8 inches. My waist and hip measurement have changed since last year's 6 weeks out. So last year, 6 weeks out, I was like 22 something last year. I think it was like just under 22 inches at 6 weeks out. And then I was like pretty much like 30, almost like 35 inches on my hips last year, 6 weeks out. So I definitely have obviously still a little bit while to go in terms of like my waist. Hips, I think we will be bigger anyway, because I feel like I've definitely built a lot of muscle mass in my lower half and kept density, which is good. And then you input your cardio. Cardio has now changed. So obviously we are now doing 45 minutes twice a day, 5 days a week, which is a lot, which I'm kind of happy about, because that was really sucking the life out of me. My weight, then my strength, has it gone up? Has it decreased? Is it the same? I'd say it's the same. I wouldn't say that it's kind of gotten worse, but it hasn't gotten better. So, and then you put your date of show, 2nd of October, Arnold's UK. Then you put any comments. This week has been quite like, I check in twice a week so far, so there's not really much I'd actually want to kind of give over, but I will obviously give you my thoughts and feelings of obviously how I feel with my prep. Then we add the photos, you know, a variety of photos, which were the best ones, all that type of thing, and then send. And then that's literally it, and then we wait until he replies. Obviously, he replies a little bit later, so I'll probably make the changes. Any changes that we do make will be made for me Tuesday, because obviously the time difference, I think I'm 8 hours ahead of him now, or like 10 hours ahead of him now, so obviously it's going to be a little bit difficult to make the changes and stuff like straight away, but that's okay. I'm not too fussed with that. So obviously when we're a little bit closer, I'll start checking in a little bit earlier. He'll respond to me when it's the evening time and all that type of thing. So excited to see what he says. We've made a lot of changes in the last few weeks, and I feel like I don't know if he'll change more or if he'll do less, or I'm not too sure. So I'm interested, so I'm gonna get some work done now. Okay, meal one done for the morning. We have some really, really exciting things going on today. You know, I said in my last vlog that I have hired myself a business coach. We actually have our first call today, which I'm really, really excited for. Kind of nervous for, because I don't know what he's gonna kind of, you know, talk about and stuff like that, but I'm excited nonetheless. I know my friends Kate and Connor hired him as their business coach as well, and they're actually the people that I got the recommendation off of anyway. And I'm kind of excited, kind of nervous, because obviously he's just gonna be totally brutally honest, and that's someone I need, but sometimes when you know that someone's gonna be completely brutally honest, you don't know how to prepare yourself for that critiquing. So I'm just gonna kind of like write some notes out, obviously make sure I'm ready for the meeting and all that fun stuff. But we have a bunch of posing clients today before we get onto that business meeting this evening, so yeah. Good, there you go, nice. And front pose. Good, nice. Good, forwards and round. Nice, into back.
Jetzt wunderbar besser aus, weil jetzt einfach konzentriert und auch.
Yes. So it's just slowing it down. It's sometimes difficult to get used to kind of doing everything at once, but once you slow it down and think about everything, it becomes a lot easier.
Ja, also man sieht halt, ne, wenn du schnell machst, da kommen noch so kleine Fehler rein, aber wenn du langsam machst und drüber nachdenkst, dann sieht man das.
What I want her to practice is posing stamina. So holding each pose for 20 seconds. So front pose, hold for 20 seconds, then face the back, hold for 20 seconds, face back around to the front, hold for 20 seconds, face the back. Do you know what I mean? So she can get used to holding for long amounts of time.
Yes.
Not gonna lie, it's pretty cool that I just had a posing client from, I'm not too sure where she's actually from, but she actually got a translator in to have a posing session with me. Like, that, honestly, it's madness. Like, I've also had so many people that have obviously wanted to pose with me, but the language barrier has always been an issue. And I've had a few people now where they've, you know, gotten a translator in to have a posing session with me, which is madness to actually think that. Thank you so much again. I'll speak to you soon. Thank you. Bye. Oh my God. Just make sure it's off the call before I speak. I spoke about on my YouTube before that I spoke about in this YouTube that I have hired a business coach. His name's Mark Coles.
I always say this: if you don't have a cause that's greater than you, you'll never get further than you. Now, the funny thing is, you had a cause greater than you with your professional bodywork.
Yeah.
And as a result of that, you have got to where you are.
Yeah.
And an invitation to the Arnold, everything you can do is just wonderful. But we have to have a vision for the posing portal and the brand that you're building that is greater than the vision that we've got.
It's something I've wanted to invest into for a very, very long time now, about how I can grow the posing portal, what I need to do, because I have so many ideas, and for me sometimes, again, this is just in business and in life in general, you can't do everything yourself. There's going to become a stage where you're going to have to reach out and ask for help, which is really hard for me to do. So I did used to have another business coach, and I've now got another one, which is now Mark, and it's really, really scary because the way he talks about the brand, it's like, we can make this the best thing in the world. And I'm like, whoa, didn't even expect that. For me, having someone like that, driving that passion, driving that kind of like courage through my business is something I really, really, really want and need. I'm already thinking about so much stuff right now, but it's honestly incredible. The one thing that I've really struggled with is asking for help. And now I'm actually doing it, I can already feel like a big weight has been lifted, and actually putting the plans in place to kind of like run my business smoothly and not me have everything come down on me and me doing everything. That's always the hardest thing. So it's really, really exciting, and like I'm full of like beans right now because I'm just like, where can this go? Because it's so exciting. I'm just about to go and do my second lot of cardio on the treadmill for 45 minutes. I'm going to get through a bunch of emails, a bunch of work whilst I'm on there as well. Yeah. But I just want to give you that little insight because I'm so excited for the future, honestly. There she is. This is where we'll be for the next 45 minutes. That lovely sweaty cardio finished face. All done, 45 minutes. Incline walk, 10, because the cross trainer is actually currently broken right now, so which is really irritating, but treadmill, 10 incline, and then 8 speed 8, which is like That's like walking up a very, very steep hill, really steep. So very, very good, very, very sweaty. Actually, I think it's potentially harder than the cross trainer, to be fair, so it's pretty good. So I think I'm gonna wrap up the video here, guys. Thank you so much for always watching. Please remember to like and subscribe to my channel because it really helps support my channel. And if you have not already heard of the posing portal or signed up to the posing portal and want to know all things about posing, please go to the link in the description box below. I've actually been getting a lot of inquiries about the posing portal recently, so that is always good. So honestly, it means the world. You guys have been supporting me for so long now, so it really does mean the world that you support my business and everything that I'm about. So thank you guys for always watching, and I love you guys so much, and I will see you soon.